Hey,
Hey,
welcome back.
welcome back.
You know what tomorrow is?
St. Patrick's Day.
Very good.
And it is the day we are going on our trip. I'm so excited. Woo!
All right. Wow.
You know, ever since we started this podcast, I've been like getting more and more comfortable talking to people. And I just want to thank y'all for listening to my annoying voice. But
Y'all,
anyways,
y'all,
yeah,
y'all.
y'all. Do you not like the way I sound?
No, it's fine. All right. So, on today's episode of With Coffee with Dan and Sam, we're talking about trends. All right. We're going to be talking about old trends and new trends.
The definition of a trend is what's hip or popular at a certain point in time. Now, this can be anything really.
You know,
It can be like fashion or it could be like entertainment. It could be anything.
it could be clothes.
It could be temperature
Temperature is a trend. Oh yeah, I
because
can
it
see.
could trend towards warmer temperature.
I could see that.
Like steps. Yeah. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about some of our favorite trends or just trends in
I
general.
I wish it would be like trend outside today. We're down here in South Florida, and it's pretty cool outside.
You wish it would trend towards normal weather
Yes,
or normal
I mean this is a sunshine
warmer.
state. It should be warm.
Yeah, it should be. But also, we wake up at like 6 a.m. So
I wake up before that.
I woke up at 6 a.m. today. I have been using my alarm clock.
Ooh,
Yeah.
not that. But okay, so let's start off with some trends. I got. We're gonna go back and forth of what I'll do one and you do one. Okay, a trend. Back when I was younger, see, don't you like that? I'm not going to give you the. I walked in 8 inches of snow or 15 inches of snow to school and everything because I didn't. I had a car or somebody drove me to school. So, but my trend was back when I was in high school was a pair of gym shoes. Okay, are you listening to me?
Fashion trend, yeah.
Fashion trend. A sweatshirt, a pair of basketball shorts, and a pair of gym shoes all year long. Even when it was snowing, I was out there uh, I was a soccer player.
He was a skater boy. She said, "See you later, boy."
Okay,
Sorry.
so and that's all I wore was a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, uh, soccer shorts, and a pair of gym shoes.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm in that 2000s, 2010s, 2010s era. I love wearing jeans everywhere. Jeans are such a fashion trend, like denim.
Yeah.
Um, and then I remember these like little like silly bands. Do you remember silly
Mm-hmm.
bands?
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about this in the car earlier. Um, so silly bands was such like a trend. Like everybody had silly bands. I remember silly bands. I remember like also rainbow loom
Yeah.
when you would make like things out of like little like I still have them. I still
Lights.
have them.
Lights. Wasn't it rainbow lights? Looms were lights.
No, rainbow looms was the braided
Oh, okay.
little
Gotcha.
bands.
Yep.
I'll show
Yep.
you it later. But oh yeah, you know. But yeah, rainbow looms were like super popular. Also, remember the duct tape era
Yeah.
where everything or anybody would ever make was made out of duct tape? Like duct tape wallets, duct tape this, duct tape that.
What was those called that Madonna used to wear? The rubber bands around, like the rubber. You used to wear them around your wrist. They were elastic wristbands. There were the black ones, and then they got into colorful ones. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on. Go ahead.
But also, like we had that trend of like having a bunch of cliches in like movies. Like it really started to pop off during 2000s. Like 2000s and 2010s were so like and 90s and 80s
Yeah.
were so like trendable, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Like what became very popular was hip hop music.
Yeah.
That was a huge trend.
Well, back in the 80s, they were like the things that I was talking about, they're like rubber bands and they were black and you used to put them around your Madonna wore them all the time. And as soon as and then you had Michael Jackson's the pants, the
Oh, the
parachute pants,
mhm.
or MC Hammer had parachute
Oh
pants.
yes.
And then in the 80s it was breakdancing.
Mhm. Yeah, and you know what really also became popular? Graphic tees.
Yep.
Graphic tees were very popular in like 2000s and everything like that. Also, what became more popular was technology.
Oh yeah.
Like that's obvious.
As soon as Apple came out with their Macintosh, it became. Do you
Mhm.
know who first discovered the internet?
No.
It was one of our old vice presidents.
Mm.
I forgot his name. I just had his name in.
Oh
But
my gosh.
what?
So there's this picture called "The Nostalgic of Pop Culture: Our Inevitable Return to the 2000s." It has Pokemon cards. Do you remember the letter S? Like the S you would usually do, like the three lines on top and three lines on the bottom, and then you connect them,
Yep.
like that S. I'll throw up a picture right now. That's the photo I'm talking about, but it has like everything. It has TLC, it has Eminem, it has um just a bunch of everybody. Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy. I
It
remember
has
those songs.
Cosmic Brownies. We actually
Mm.
have Cosmic Brownies in our pantry. It has the Bop It. It has Scooby Snacks. You know the Scooby gummies.
Yep.
It has SpongeBob. Oh my gosh, SpongeBob was so like such a trend. So was Mean Girls. Remember when everybody saw Mean Girls and they just wanted to be like Mean Girls?
Al Gore, Vice President Al Gore.
Mm,
He created internet.
mm.
So thank.
Oh, and remember that trend where everybody wanted to be a skater,
Yeah. Yeah.
a
I
skateboarder?
was a skateboarder.
He was a skater girl.
So I was all into skateboarding, soccer. I was very athletic when I was younger. I
Mhm.
played soccer for 15 years. But we're not going to go into that story because it's a long born story.
Yeah.
But I was goalie, number one goalie in Illinois.
Didn't you break your collarbone because of
Mm-mm.
soccer, or was that wrestling?
I was wrestling.
Mm.
But no, I played soccer for 15 years and blew up my kneecap, and this is why I can't play soccer anymore. And that I'm kind of
Old.
overweight.
Old. Oh.
Wow.
All right. Here's some like style for women's. So jelly bracelets. Were you talking about jelly bracelets?
Yes.
Jelly bracelets. Remember when everybody would wear jelly shoes?
Yep.
Oh
I
my god.
didn't.
Oh, you know what just popped up? Chokers. Like they would just wear it around their neck.
They still wear them.
Yeah, I know.
They're
They
coming
still
back.
wear it now.
A lot of the things that are trend back in the 80s are coming back now in 2023.
Yeah. This is late 90s.
So
Um
my trend right now is a sweatshirt, a pair of basketball shorts, and flip flops because I live in Florida.
mhm. I got some fuzzy socks on. I love fuzzy socks.
Thank you for telling me that.
You're welcome. But a lot of the popular like TV shows are coming back too. That's a trend too.
You would the TV shows.
I'm sorry, I'm a film student.
I mean, but it's okay. We'll forgive you this time. What was Michael Jackson's pants called?
Oh, puka shell necklaces.
Yes.
Everybody was wearing puka shell necklaces. Remember when everybody was obsessed with combat boots?
Oh,
Dude.
there's a trend going out there with combat boots.
You remember Kim Possible when everybody wanted to be Kim Possible?
Yep. Well, that's the style in some cultures right now is army boots. Everybody has to wear army, like the punk rock.
Mm-hmm.
They still wear army boots.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I'll listen to some punk rock, but I don't wear combat boots. I wear either gym shoes or flip flops.
I was reading an article, and it was like talking about like all the pop culture like stuff. Oh, 3D.
3D.
3D was a huge.
I mean, we
trend.
went from. I used to have like the black and blue, the red and blue 3D glasses. They were paper. You got them out of like cereal box or something. Now they have virtual reality. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Oh, hashtag YOLO. You only live once. Everybody. I had a phone case that said YOLO.
There was. I'm telling you, there's still people saying YOLO.
Mm-hmm.
I know a few people that say YOLO.
Okay, I'm gonna bring you back.
Oh no.
The Harlem Shake.
I remember it. I just don't.
It was like somebody was somebody was dancing at the beginning, and then it says do the Harlem Shake, and then everybody would go crazy.
Yep.
It was just
well, and then there was a trend going around the Carlton dance.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, from Fresh Prince brother. Yep, there we go. She's starting to Carlton dance.
Okay, I have two more. I have like two that I want to talk about. The cinnamon challenge. When you take a spoonful of cinnamon
and you had to put it in
try to eat it. Sorry.
You had to put it in your mouth and without water and try to swallow it. You couldn't.
Yeah. It was bad. So planking. Planking is when you like go like this and you like lay on the.
Oh, when you go lay on your arms. And...
No, you go like you just lay like a plank, and you're not like this. You're like this.
Yeah, no, you're laying on your arms. That's planks. You're laying on this part of your arms.
No. That's not what the trend was. You would lay like this, like on a board, like a board.
I never did that.
Oh. Selfies.
Everybody still does selfies.
No, I know they do, but like.
But back then
it was so like popular.
We had flip phones. I remember if you had a pager or you had a beeper or a cell phone, you were popular. Mm-hmm. You were like the most popular person.
All right, I want to make some people cry because this makes me cry. Does everybody remember Vine?
Oh man, Vine.
Yeah, Vine died in 2017.
Sadly. Well, I guess TikTok took over Vine.
Yeah, it did. And people were mad about it. But some of the Viners that like were like Viners took over TikTok.
Well, I mean, TikTok's the new Vine. Then you have Instagram.
Yeah.
But a lot of the stuff is going with TikTok right now. Mm-hmm. On how some people say TikTok. We won't mention any names. And if you're listening to this, hi, how you doing?
So, I'm looking at some more. What about you?
Huh?
What about you?
I'm just remembering all this.
Oh, okay. Reality TV.
They still have it on TV.
No, I know, but like it has grown like so like popular.
I mean, I'll tell you this now.
I know me. I love watching the Jersey Shore.
I'll tell you this now. I watch reality TV all the time. TLC is awesome.
We were just watching Fast and Sisters the other day. Yesterday. Um,
2 days ago.
memes.
Hey, 2 days ago. It's Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
Brain.
Memes.
Oh, remember brain freezes. Everybody, there was a trend going around where you had to go to 7-Eleven, get yourself a Slurpee, and drink it as fast as you can, and you get brain freezes. Then you had to go like this to kill the brain freeze.
Talk about a little bit of a serious like trend.
What?
It's called the Me Too trend. It's like this person it's hashtag Me Too. It's like when this person would come out and be like, "Oh, this person did this to me," and
Yeah.
that's a serious trend, or that's a serious
There,
topic.
and I don't know, I might get a little controversial about this, but hey, Black Lives Matter. That was a trend.
It still is.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just saying.
A very important trend, might I add.
So, and we're not trying to put anybody down. I mean, like it or not, okay, it's your feelings. If you don't like it, okay. If you like it, okay too. It's your own opinion on stuff. So we might bring it up in our podcast, but you know what? This is how we feel. Okay. And I will not put anything down. Okay. I won't put anybody down here. We won't put any groups down or anything.
Everybody deserves to be respected.
Okay. And we try not to bring a lot of groups in one section, because some people might feel differently about what we feel. That's fine. That's why we have the Constitution. Our rights are to feel whatever we want. So I will never put down a group. If the group is sensitive to you, I'm sorry. If you don't like something we say, then all right. But we try not to put anybody down or anything down.
I put myself down.
Yeah, the only person that we can put down is ourselves. I'll put myself down. Yes, I'm overweight.
I do it all the time.
And for all you people last week that heard our podcast last week, I was supposed to go on a diet this week. I didn't. Okay.
Remember when everybody wanted to go on diets, and like there was that trend where everybody wanted to lose weight because of like a celebrity was losing weight. And,
well, that's still a trend. I mean,
yeah, that's still very, very serious. Sometimes celebrities don't know that they have an effect on the world, and sometimes young people are so manipulatable. That's a big word. But seriously, like it's a trend of celebrities that they can manipulate some people into thinking like them or acting like themselves, not like acting like them.
Well, I mean, it's I mean, you see this actors or actresses looking so good, and then people are like, oh, I want to look like them, and then they start dieting, and you never know what they're going to go through.
Yeah, and you never know if like they have problems, or you know what I'm saying. But anyways, let's move on.
I mean, they might be doing something different, and always, if you're going to go on a diet or do something in a trend, please go talk to a doctor or a physician first.
A dietitian.
And if you're going to take any vitamins or pills, please go talk to a physician about it before anything, because what's ever good for one person might not be good for you.
Yeah.
All right. And just because they're advertising, oh, well, this is on, I took these and you should take these too. Talk to a doctor before you take anything because you never know.
Mm-hmm.
It could actually hurt you instead of helping you.
Yeah. Okay, next one. Remember when everybody was obsessed with conspiracy theories?
Yep.
I am so obsessed with conspiracy theories. I love conspiracy theories, so if anybody wants to talk about conspiracy theories down in the comments below, I will gladly talk about them.
Well, I got a question for you. Okay, we're gonna get off the subject of trends for a second. 1 second.
One.
No. Well, we're
Okay.
gonna stay on the trends, I should say. But what's the one thing that you trend right now from the 80s?
The 80s?
Yeah, 80s and 90s.
Hmm. Oh, I don't know.
I could
I
tell you.
wasn't alive in the 80s and 90s.
I could tell you one thing that you're trending right now that people trend in the 80s.
Hmm.
You're doing it right now.
What? Drinking coffee?
There was actually a trend that people would drink coffee, and everybody drank coffee a lot.
I love coffee. I could not live without coffee.
All right, drinking coffee. Anything. There's a lot of stuff that people trend that they don't know they're even trending. I mean, everybody trends. If somebody says, "Oh, I don't trend," anything you do, driving a car, picking something up every day, doing it in a normal routine
Mm-hmm.
that everybody else is doing. Okay, I was talking to a gentleman a couple of days ago, and this is why we brought up trends. He's like, I don't trend anything. Me and Samantha were talking about trending, and this guy came up to us, and he goes, I don't trend anything. I said, Do you walk to work? Or he was exercising. That's what it was. He was exercising. Sorry. I said, a trend was exercising. He's like, I'm trying to get in shape. Okay, I understand that. But still, exercising, there was a big trend back in the 90s where everybody wanted to exercise. They said you should exercise to keep in good health. There's a trend. Everybody trends something. Okay. You go to the beach. There's a trend with spring breakers. You always go to the beach. And by the way, talking about spring break, next week is spring break for Broward County. All right. And it started like 2 weeks ago down here in South Florida, where each week is a spring break for different colleges. They break it up into different parts. So, but these beaches are getting crazy again. All right. Back in the 80s and 90s, where was the best spot to go trend on spring break? Miami Beach. Okay, then it died for a little bit, and everybody else wanted to go to like skiing or Las Vegas or everything for spring break. We're getting back to down here in Miami Beach, where the beaches are crowded during spring break now. They're all coming back. We're actually getting back into tourist. Florida's coming back into the tourist list.
My spring break is my orientation week.
Well, but still, you don't have school that week.
No, I don't, but I still have to be at the school for orientation.
Excuse me. Yeah, but you know what? You're going to have fun.
Yeah, I know.
So, I mean, all you have to do is just walk around the school and look at the school and do an orientation. You don't have to learn like you do.
Anyways, okay. There's two trends I want to talk about.
Go ahead.
That like took over the world. Do you remember the first time you saw the dress? When you thought it was black and white, but it was really white and gold?
You mean blue and white?
No, black and blue. Black and blue, and then everybody was saying, no, it's white and gold.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then there was this other trend where it was a voice recording and it said Laurel. and people thought it said Yanny, and the internet went crazy.
Maybe one day in a couple of weeks we'll do like trends like that.
We'll try some.
We'll see what you could pick up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and then like there was some like funny ones where like people were announcing things wrong, like at the Oscars or the. Remember when? Oh my gosh. I don't remember, but he was a host for Family Feud. Why can't I think of his name? Steve
Harvey.
Steve Harvey announced the wrong winner for this contest, like this beauty pageant.
Yep.
Oh my gosh! Nobody let him live that down.
Well, that's like the Vine. Getting back to the Vine, and now they're called memes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody made fun. I think I remember when roasting was a trend. Okay, there's a TV program called Roasting. I think it's Roast.
Celebrity roasting.
Yeah, celebrity roasting. Oh, I remember Celebrity. It was a cartoon. Celebrity boxing.
Mm.
And they used to have these like clay people and start boxing. It was on MTV. MTV was a trend. You know that?
It was. It was a huge trend. I'm gonna throw it back a little bit.
Hold on, I got one trend that I want to bring back.
What?
Or two trends, and it's still popular today in some people's eyes. Mosh pits.
Oh my god.
Mosh pits and body surfing over crowds. Rock stars do it all the time. They jump in the crowd and they mosh pit at crowd surf. I was in a few mosh pits where the rock would get so heavy, and then you jump in this pit or this like crowd of people, and you start banging into each other. And
there was a few fights that broke out because of it.
I was in a few fights. In fact, when you were younger, I don't know if you remember this. We went to a concert. It was here in West Palm Beach. What was it called? Van Tour.
Van's Warped Tour?
Yeah, Van Warped Tour. And
remember that place a little bit.
I was with one of my ex-girlfriends, and she had a couple kids, and I had Samantha and Austin with us, and we went to see a band, and the kids went on their own, and we were about to leave because it was getting so bad. And two of the four kids that we're with got stuck in a mosh pit. Mm-hmm. And they didn't mean to be in the mosh pit. They just got stuck. A couple people started mosh pitting, and I had to jump in there and start punching people so I could get my kids out of there. And I'm sorry if I hurt anybody, but my kids are more important to me. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you remember that. I think that's the day you got sick.
Yeah, I got a really bad stomach ache.
Yeah, and
because the day after that day, I had to go on a flight.
Yep.
To Chicago with my mom, and like I don't know what happened. I think it was my nerves because I hate airplanes.
I think it was dehydration.
Yeah, it was
really
either
hot.
It was either dehydration or my nerves. But I hate airplanes, man.
No, but what's it called? And the other two kids, Austin was too young, and he was with me, and I think it was the other two kids that accidentally, and one of the girl, it was a girl and my stepdaughter and my stepson, and my stepdaughter ran over to me and said, I won't mention any names, but the stepson was in the middle, and I had to jump in the mosh pit and start beating people up so I could get him out of there. And the security over there at Van Warped Tour said, "Wow, you must have a lot of guts jumping in there just to save your stepson." I said, "Hey, trust me." So,
All right. Next one. Bill Nye in the Sky and Sky.
oh God,
Bill. Dude, he was such, or he still is. He's like such an icon. And like, it's crazy.
well, I remember when, and I still do this. I wear hats, a lot of hats. I'm looking at right in front of me on the shelf, and I'm like looking at it, going, "Oh, there we go." But hey, you know what? When I did have hair, no comments from anyone. I used to wear a hat, and when I was younger, and a sweatshirt, a hat.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Really?
Who said that?
And I used to wear my hat backwards. Can you hand me my hat? I'll show you guys.
Sorry. My bad.
Hold on. I'll be right back for 1 second. Keep talking.
I'm not going to keep talking. I'm just going to let people know how you deal with this.
Hold on. Somebody must have been wearing my hat, or they're trying to mess with me. There you go. All right, so that's how I used to wear my hat. And everybody used to wear that. Everybody used to wear their hats forward. I used to wear it backwards with a pair of with my Sony Walkman. That was a trend. Sony Walkmans were trendy.
I know. So were pagers.
All right. But the only problem is you had these like headphones for the Walkmans, and they had metal, like real thin metal. So if you like adjusted it wrong, it would bend.
Oh yeah. But remember when everybody wanted to wear UGG boots? Like the boots that had fur inside them?
Only girls did.
No, like all the girls wanted to wear those.
Yeah, well,
and leggings.
Leggings are still popular.
No, I know they are. But like hoverboards.
Hoverboards. Michael J. Fox, Back to the Future.
I'm reading a article by CNN. It's called "All the Trends We Loved and Hated in the 2010s." Hated hoverboards. Loved.
Wait a minute. How can you hate hoverboards? They're cool.
First, the Razor scooters came to cut everyone's ankles off. Then, around 2014, these weird contraptions took over, bridging the gap between scooters, motorized skateboards, and segways. Oh, and they often exploded.
Oh, I know one trend, one big time trend. They were the pump up shoes. You used to pump the basketball up on the tongue of the shoe, and it would like conform to your foot. Look up pump up shoes. Jordans. Everybody still loves Nike Jordans, and in fact, Michael Jordan was like a trend center. He used to come up with stuff, and there was a trend. I mean, there's a shoe out there called, and everybody used to wear them all the time. I had a pair when I was younger. My kids still want them. They're called Air Force Ones. These things are now they're making like the cheaper ones, but when I was back then, $300 Air Jordans, Air Force Ones, and everybody had to have them. No, my parents told me that I couldn't have them. All right, until the price went down. All right, somehow for I guess Christmas or Hanukkah or something, my parents went out and bought me a pair of Air Jordans, and they were the most comfortable shoes I ever worn. All right, but not for $255. All right. I'm sorry. My kids always ask me for expensive stuff like shoes. All right. When they were younger, they said, "Oh, my son wanted a $400 pair of shoes." Okay. And I told him, you know what? No. He's like, "Why not, Dad?" I said, "Because they're $400." He's like, "Well, what's it called? Can you just buy them for me?" And I'm like, "No, you want them? You go save up for them."
Yeah, that was crazy.
Well, no, I'm
You
not.
know what trend I hate?
What trend?
Remakes of movies. I hate it.
No, I mean, some remakes are really good.
The Lion King?
Um, speaking of remakes, did you know that The Little Mermaid is coming out pretty soon?
I did know that.
And they're also remaking The Lion King.
They already remade
No,
it.
they're remaking.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like I don't like live action stuff.
You know what they're bringing back?
Hmm.
And it opened last Sunday. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie.
Teenage Mutant
Cowabunga,
Ninja
dude.
Turtles,
Cowabunga.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
All right. It's out in movie theaters in 3D. The original movie from the 80s, they brought back and put in a movie theater.
That's the trend.
And you know what they're also making? I
Hmm.
heard Toy Story 5.
Thought they were on 4.
5.
Mm.
It's in the making right now.
Mhm.
It's in the process of being made.
Oh, okay. The ALS Ice Bucket Challenge.
Oh, I did that all.
I did that
I did
too.
it twice. So maybe we should bring that back. Maybe we should start a trend. Maybe we should do the ice bucket challenge for some like breast cancer for something. ALS.
Yeah.
No, I can't do that. Sorry. I cannot take that away.
Yeah. Next one is
But ALS was a good
it was.
the ice bucket challenge was a good donation for ALS.
It was.
And I'm not saying anything bad or good about well, I'm going to say something good about the cure for ALS and for a lot of these. All right, get out there and do some of these challenges if it's for a good cause. A good cause. I mean, a legitimate cause. I remember when there was a trend when kids was eating Tide Pods. I'm sorry, guys. All right.
That's actually on this list.
The Tide Pod challenge. Some of these characters, podcasters, and okay, guys, come on. These kids are watching you. Be good. You want to do a challenge? Fine, do a challenge that aren't going to kill these kids.
Exactly.
All right. Be good role models. Fine, you want to do something stupid and like ride a skateboard on a concrete and then hit the grass and land on the grass? Fine, but don't do something that's going to hurt kids these days. These kids are following you and they say, "Oh, well, these guys did it. Why can't we?"
Yeah, and they're called influencers for a reason. So, like, if you're an influencer, try to be better, man.
Be a good influencer, not a bad influencer.
Exactly.
All right. They might laugh right now, but then they'd try it and then they get hurt. It was like the milk crate challenge.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
Okay. There's a lot of these challenges out there where
people
are getting hurt. People are getting hurt. All right. I will go and people are going to be like, "Oh, well, it's funny to watch." Yes, it's funny to watch, but you know what? It's serious. It's going to be funny when a kid gets hurt or killed.
This one's for the kids.
See, even my iPhone is agreeing with me, and I will challenge anyone, okay, to go face to face with me. All right, I put in comments and to tell me that these challenges like the Tide Pod challenge or the milk crate challenge is a good idea. And I will prove to you and I will go face to face with you with it. I'm sorry to get serious about this podcast, but when I see kids are dying or stuff like that dying because of stupid people, stupid influencers trying to get ratings, yes, we're hitting, but you know what? We're not doing anything stupid. I'm telling these kids, stop doing stupid stuff because it's getting very serious now. All right. Parents are being like, well, he was a good boy. Okay. Well, yeah, when you're laying your kid in the grave, and then you can say he was a good boy. Because it's these bad influencers that are doing these challenge. The ice buck challenge, you couldn't get hurt. Oh, you could. I mean, if you drop a big piece of ice on your head. But that wasn't the case. The case was you put ice in a cold water and you dump it over you. It's not swallowing Tide Pods. All right. You brought up a trend, the cinnamon trend. That could have been dangerous.
Oh, and there's another trend I want to talk about. The ice and salt trend. That could really hurt you.
Oh, yeah. That could burn you.
Put ice on your hand and you put salt too, and you see how long it could take. It's not funny. Like, don't do stupid stuff. If you think it's going to hurt you, then it probably is going to.
I mean, a lot of these people are being very dumb and stupid about what they're trying to do to get a trend so they could get ratings on YouTube. I have no problem with YouTube. I love YouTube.
We love YouTube.
You could ask Samantha about YouTube with me. I watch videos on YouTube all the time.
All the time.
Okay. But when it comes to these trends, people are getting hurt. I'm sorry. I get very emotional when it comes to kids and I hear, oh, the kid did a Tide Pod challenge, or he tried to do this, or he tried to do this after this influencer. One thing, and this is not going against Samantha, this is going against me. If you have a problem with what I'm saying right now, you know how to get in touch with me. Okay? You know how to get in touch with me. Comment, say, hey, put me on the air, and I'll put you on the air with me. I will go face to face with anyone that wants to hurt, doesn't think they're going to hurt the kids, but it does hurt the kids. Okay? This is a kid-friendly show, and if I could stop one trend that will kill kids or hurt kids, I will do it. Because I'm a father of 2. Okay? And my kid's grown up, and you know what? One's 21, one's 16. All right? They might call me a helicopter dad. What? At least my kids are grown up, okay, and they're safe. So anybody that wants to try to do one of these trends to hurt my kids, let's go face to face. All right. One time I'm going to have a show. We're going to have a show one time where if anybody has a problem with me, bring it. All right. Bring it. That's all I have to say about that.
The last one I want to talk about, and then we'll be done, is one I really, really hate. Clowns.
Dude, how can you hate clowns?
I hate them.
I gotta send out a shout out. When I was younger, we had Bozo the Clown. Okay. I'm sorry. I loved watching Bozo. All right. It was the best. Okay. And wait a minute, you hate clowns, right?
Oh wait, Pennywise. Okay, there's some clowns where I'm like, oh, I'm okay with, but the clowns that go out there, or the people that go out there and dress up like clowns and try to kill people,
Oh no. I'm not saying don't- there-
because that was a trend.
oh, it was a trend. Okay. But one thing is there's good and bad in everybody.
True.
Like Bozo, he was a cool clown.
You're a
I'm not trying to bring up names, but John Wayne Gacy, he was a killer clown. Pennywise, okay, you could be scared of a lot of stuff. There's things that we were just talking about this last night, right? Of what you're scared of and what I forgot what. Oh,
We're gonna do that tomorrow.
yeah, we're going to do that next week because tomorrow we have a different program. Because you know what tomorrow is?
St. Patty's Day.
St. Patty's Day. Yeah.
Dude, now that you like talk, we talked about like North Carolina in my our last podcast. I'm on Zillow, like looking it up, like North Carolina houses, and I'm like, wow, I really want to move now.
What she's talking about, and if you didn't hear our last podcast, is
Go check it out right here.
Yeah, but we're thinking about moving in the next maybe year or two, and I'm looking in the Carolinas, North Carolina or South Carolina, and bring the show with us up there. So we'll see what goes on. But we've been trying to look at for some land in North Carolina, in Raleigh, and Raleigh. I got it, Raleigh. I said it right. Or there's a place called Outer Banks. So we will see. Outer Banks, wasn't that a TV series that you liked?
Yes.
Didn't you do a video on it? I guess that was a yes.
Yes, I did, and I got a lot of views, and I'm really thankful for you. So, mwah, mwah, mwah.
Okay, you're kissing the microphone.
I know.
But like I said, we're gonna. Oh, did you see the time?
50 minutes.
Wow,
Wow.
That's a long time.
Wow.
All right.
Our producers is like, cut
Yeah.
it out.
Come on.
Right. Sorry.
Do. Okay, so we're gonna close this out. We had a good time on this show talking about trends, and I know in some parts of the podcast it got really serious. All right, you know what? I'm sorry, but this is how I feel. Okay, and I'm not telling. I'm just saying, please, people, be safe out there. All right. I know a lot of people are trying to do this for fun, but you know what? Just think twice of what you're putting on YouTube, because it might actually hurt some people.
Mhm.
All right. I hate to see in the news that another person got killed, another person got killed, another person got killed. Let's do this. Let's have a good time.
Be better people.
Be better people, and let's show the world that we don't have to do stupid stuff to have fun. We can have fun, but don't do it so other people are going to get hurt. So that's going to be my closing right now. So go ahead, Samantha.
And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, just be influencers, try to be better. People just try to be better. Go make someone smile today, give somebody a compliment, and take care of yourself, your mental health, and others. And we will see you guys in the next podcast.
Hold on. And then one thing is, always remember, everybody has an opinion. So if you don't like somebody else's opinion, don't listen to them. Okay, but that's their own opinion. We're going through a world today where if somebody doesn't have, if somebody says something and that's their opinion, all right, people are getting angry at it and starting trouble for them. All right, people, it's everybody has an opinion. So if you don't like what they're saying, don't listen to them. All right. It's not facts. It's not scribed in stone. It's our own opinion. Just like me and Sam. This is our own opinions on stuff. You might think a tread is cool that we don't think is cool. That's fine. That's why we're all different people. We all have different. That's why it says we the people in the Constitution. We have amendments. First Amendment, Second Amendment, Third Amendment, Fourth Amendment. Okay. Yes, I can't repeat. I don't know all the amendments. All right. But what I'm here to say to you is respect everybody for their opinions. That's all I have to say. So have a great time. Like, subscribe, give us some feedback or comment.